Hello, my name is Elijah Wells, and yesterday the Bafta nominations came out, so let's get on with it. For Best Film, there's All Quiet in the Western Front, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Tar. Tar, which I've just seen just today, which I will do a review shortly thereafter. But however, I think it's going to be either The Banshees of Inisherin, which is getting a lot of praise, or Everything Everywhere All at Once, which again a really brilliant movie. But I think it might be either to The Banshees of Inisherin, since it's a British film, since the BAFTAs prefer British movies, or Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah, since again this is another really great film that's getting loads of award attention at the moment. I think what's interesting is a lot of notable films are not being nominated, or given as much exposure, like Top Gun, Avatar, The Fablesman, Woman Talking. Again, not hugely, surprisingly not as prevalent as there might be, but again, this is the BAFTAs, since they tend to be a tad unpredictable with their awards. For Best British Film, there's After Sun, The Banshees of Inisherin, Brian and Charles, Empire of Light, Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, Living, Roald Dahl's Matilda the Musical, See How They Run, Swimmers, and Wonder. I think it's going to go to quite easy to Banshees of Inisherin, but I'm hearing a lot of praise, particularly for the film After Sun, which is I think on Mobi at the moment, the streaming site Mobi. But I think I'm placing bets for the Banshees movie to be very successful in that category. And onto the acting awards. For lead actress, there's Cate Blanchett for Tar, Viola Davis for Woman King, Daniela Deadwaver for Till, Ana de Maras for Blonde, Emma Thompson for Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, and Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think it's going to go to Cate Blanchett for Tar. I have just seen this film just today, and I have got a lot to say about this movie, and her performance in that movie is definitely brilliant. And for Best Leading Actor, it goes there's Austin Butler for Elvis, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin, Daryl McCockman for Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, Paul Marshall for After Sun, and Bill Knightley for Living. I think I'm really still hoping for Brendan Fraser to win for The Whale. He's gaining a lot of momentum, particularly at the Critics' Choice Awards and at the Venice Film Festival. But if he doesn't win that, then his Oscar chances are pretty slim, to be honest. But I think runner-up could have been either Paul Marcel for After Sun or Austin Butler for Elvis. And we also have for Best Supporting Actress, there's Angela Bassett for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Hong Cho for The Whale, Kerry Condon for The Banshees of Inisherin, Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Dolly Lee Leon for Triangle of Sadness, and Kerry McGulligan for She Said. I think I'm hoping that Kerry Condon for Banshees could win, as well as Jamie Lee Curtis might win for Everything Everywhere All at Once, but a lot of signs more recently have been pointing towards Angela Bassett for Black Panther. It's now being widely considered the best performance of all of MCU at the moment, of all time, TV and as well as film. If she wins a BAFTA for that performance, then it's pretty much sold that she could actually now win an Oscar for that performance, which could be completely unthinkable for a year ago. And finally for Best Supporting Actor, there's Brandon Gleeson for The Banshees of Inisherin, Barry Glingen for The Banshees of Inisherin, Gi Hong-gae for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Eddie Redmayne for The Good Nurse, Albert Eichmark for All Quiet at Western Front, and Michael Ward for Empire of Light. It's definitely going to go to Gi Hong-gae for Everything Everywhere All at Once. He's been winning every award for that category, left, right, front, centre, for Best Supporting Actor. I think it's definitely going to go towards him, to be honest. For Best Director, there is Edward Berger for All Quiet at the Western Front, Martin McDowell for The Banshees of Inisherin, Park Chan-wook for Decision to Leave, The Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Todd Field for Tar, and Gina Prince Bythewood for The Woman King. I think I'm very conceivably seeing either the Banshees of Inisherin winning, since again the BAFTAs are most favourable towards British films, but if I'm being a little bit more realistic, I think maybe Everything Everywhere All at Once by the Daniels could be winner for Best Director. And for Outstanding Debut for British Writer, Director or Producer, there's After Sun, Blue Jean, Electric Melody Lady, Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, and Rebellion. I think this one is going to go to Charlotte Wells's After Sun, which again gained loads of attention and gained loads of praise at the moment, so I wouldn't be surprised if that won for that category. And for Best Foreign Film or Film Not in English Language, we have from Germany, All Quiet on the Western Front, from Argentina, Argentina 95, Constant Sage, and South Korea's Decision to Leave, and The Quiet Girl. I think All Quiet on the Western Front, since I think it's just also tied the record for the most BAFTA nominations for a foreign film, tied with, I think it was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon from Taiwan, which, again, a brilliant movie. I think Hong Kong, China, but again, a brilliant movie nevertheless. Since we're going to be I think it's going to be a winner for that one, and it's going to be referenced a lot throughout the video, but just get used to it really. For documentary, it's All That Breathes, All of Beauty and Bloodshed, Fire of Love, Moon Age Daydream, and Navalny. I think Navalny is about Vladimir Putin's most fierce critics. That's, I think, either in jail at the moment right now. And Moon Age Daydream, which is about David Bowie. And I think I'm hearing a lot of praise for like All of Beauty and Bloodshed, so I think that could win that one. And for Best Animated Feature, there's Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, and Puss in Boots' Last Wish, and Turning Red. I think no competition here. It's Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Like, that's like bound to win for that category. For original screenplay, we have The Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Feeblesmen, Tar, and Triangle of Sadness. Again, what's really surprising is that The Feeblesmen is surprisingly really underperforming, particularly at the BAFTAs. Even though there's still some Oscar momentum left of them, and particularly the film had just won 2 Golden Globes for Best Director and Best Film and Drama. I think this could like really handicap its Oscar chances, like only just coming out with just one nomination, which I highly doubt it's going to even win, given it's against the Banshees and Everything Everywhere. Again, I think it's going to go to the Banshees movie, but I'm hoping Everything Everywhere All at Once might win this. But I think being a realist here, I think the Banshees of Inisherin would win for original screenplay. For adapted screenplay, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, Living, The Quiet Girl, She Said, and The Whale. I think it's going to go to... I think All Quiet on the Western Front, or maybe The Whale, but I think it's one of these 2 films, either The Whale or All Quiet on the Western Front. For Best Score, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, The Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I think it might be... I might see Babylon win this, because I work in a cinema and there's usually trailers go on in the background like, hey customers, this is what's coming up next, and I think the theme has got so repetitive and so memorable, like the trumpet themes. Like, I'm going to see that film very soonish, and that some of my colleagues are actually now like singing along to the tune, like I kind of forgot about it here. Like, it's just kind of become a little bit of an earworm, to be honest. For Best Casting, even though I have no idea how this category works and how you do rate Best Casting, we have After Sun, All Quiet on the Western Front, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Triangle of Sadness. I think it might go to either Triangle of Sadness or Everything Everywhere All at Once. Again, I have no idea how this category works, but I'm hoping these 2 films might win, even though the definition itself is apparently really flimsy. And for cinematography, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, The Batman, Elvis, Empire of Light, and Top Gun Maverick. Again, Top Gun Maverick is not doing that great in the BAFTA nominations in a wide scheme of things at the moment. Like, we just got less nominations than previously anticipated. Empire of Light, even though Sam Mendes' even though the movie has received mixed reviews, his strongest suits are definitely his cinematography. Like, I think almost all of his films have been nominated for cinematography awards. And with 1917 and I think American Beauty, and as well as Road to Perdition, having won like cinematography awards. So he's definitely at his apex strength with cinematography ones. Elvis, I heard good things about that. The Batman, like I've heard like a lot of rave around this movie, particularly around its cinematography being one of the best shot superhero movies in a very long time, or one of the best shot superhero movies, or probably of all time. And there's also All Quiet on the Western Front. I think maybe Top Gun Maverick might win, but I think there isn't that much of a BAFTA momentum against the film. But I think I might see the Batman win, even though I think the cinematography for the Batman is the most satisfying looking, while Top Gun had a very beautifully shot opening scene. And finally, we have like costume design with All Quiet on the Western Front, Amsterdam, Babylon, Elvis, and Miss Harris Goes to Paris. Well, that rhymes. What surprised me, because Amsterdam got nominated, even though the Oscar momentum is pretty much all but over, and the movie bombed in the box office, and being panned by critics, and I think it's been in a couple like worst films of the year list, and I'm a little bit surprised. I think it might. I think there's maybe it may be a bit of a blimp, but it could be like a build up to some Oscar momentum. Like it could maybe get a costume nomination for the Oscars, but who knows from there. But I'm a little bit surprised that Black Panther didn't get nominated for that category, even though the costuming work is absolutely brilliant. But I think it might go to Babylon for this one, to be honest, for costumes. For best editing, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Top Gun Maverick for editing. I think it's going to be either Top Gun Maverick or I think depending on the creativity side of things, maybe Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I do hope would win. But I think being a bit of a realist in the back of my head, I think Top Gun Maverick would win. But even though it's a great movie, but I'm hoping Everything Everywhere would win. But realistically, Top Gun would win that. For production design, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, Batman, Elvis, and Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I think Elvis could conceivably win this category for production design, but I'm looking out for Babylon as well. But Batman is a very strong contender for this one. But I think Elvis could do some really real damage in this category, as in could actually win this. And for BAFTA Rising Star Award, voted by the public and sponsored by EE, we have Emil Lou Wood, Dylan McCocken, Emma McKay, Naomi Archie, and Zamila Arndt. I think Emma McKay might win this one, but who knows? And also for best makeup and hairstyling, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, The Batman, Elvis, Roald Dahl's Matilda the Musical, and The Whale. I think it may be going to Elvis, most realistically going to win in this category, but I'm thinking also there's The Whale, which is a very strong contender for this award, and as well as Batman, which is getting loads of praise for its makeup work, but I think Elvis might win for this one, but I'm hoping that either Batman or Whale could do this one a favour, like actually win for that category for makeup and hair. And for best sounds, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, Elvis, Tar, and Top Gun Maverick. I think Top Gun Maverick could win this one, but I'm also looking out for All Quiet on the Western Front, which is very strong in that category. And also, for best visual effects, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Top Gun Maverick. Like, I think the weakest film in that category, if you're talking about like awards clout or something, is definitely Avatar, which only has a nomination for Best Sound outside visual effects, because even though it could win, given how it's technically the biggest film in the area in terms of box office, but it's not doing well like other categories. Like, it's only got sound nomination outside of visual effects, but I think maybe either All Quiet on the Western Front, since I think that won the BAFTA. 1917 won the BAFTA for visual effects last year, I think. Or maybe Everything Everywhere All at Once, since trivia-wise, it's actually done by 5 people in their bedrooms who are still learning how to do visual effects. And they did it all at home, since the entirety of post-production was done during the pandemic. For Best British Short Film, we have The Ballad of Olive Morris, The Bashi Gaga, Bus Girl, They're Drifting Up, and The Irish Goodbye. Okay, to be honest, I haven't seen any of these films, but I think judging by names, I think maybe Drifting Up might be a winner for this one. But I did hear a thing for Best British Short Film. We have The Boy, The Mole, The Fox, and The Horse, The Middle Watch, and Your Mountain is Waiting. I think The Boy, The Mole, The Fox, and The Horse is going to be a firm winner in that category. Like, it's currently on BBC iPlayer, but for anyone living outside the UK or doesn't have access to iPlayer, it's on Apple TV or Apple Plus, whatever Apple's calling it now. And it's also like produced by J.J. Abrams, and it's on the same veins as Cartoons Alone, as it's like more European, contemporary, like hand-drawn animation, something on the same lines as Japan's Studio Ghibli, like more traditional, like more raw and pencil animation, none of this AI art crap. So, these were the BAFTA nominations. Let me know in the comments what should win in what category. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at This Is Elijah Wells. And bye!